Hello and welcome back. I'm still using the railway from the controller on the workbench, and we've got the Class 37 with the Mark II coaches just coming around there. So we'll just follow that around the once, and then we'll get her back in the station. So I got the rest of the Bowaters Slurry Wagons out. So I got that extra one from the show last week. You see, I've got a few of them standing on the railway there. We'll have a look at those in a moment. Let's just see if we can follow that around a little bit more. And it goes off into the distance. And back around the side of the station. And I think if I go and get the controls, we'll see if we can bring her to a stop just before points number 4 by the girder bridge. And there she's going to emerge out from behind the station there. So if I go to the controls, so we'll begin to slow that down, and we'll just pan back to the locomotive there, just coming under the bridge. You can hear the chatter from the motor. Well, I can. I'm not sure whether you can hear it on the video. It's a little bit distant at the moment. I apologise, I keep standing on the creaking floorboards directly in front of the workbench. So we'll get points number 4 change. I don't know whether I can reach behind. We'll stay looking at the model on the railway. So number 4 open. And then we'll run that through the points and back into the station. Actually, I think I've got points number 25 incorrectly set because I've been playing with this green Class 29. I've recently put the module in to pull this group of wagons we're going to have a look at shortly. So we'll just flip points number 25. We'll keep our eyes over there, perhaps 25, and we'll set that for the main route, and then we'll get underway again. Across the diamond and into the station approach. Slight hesitation on that curved point, I think. And then we'll run it down the platform to the far end, just under the grey girder bridge, I think. There we go. So we'll leave that there. And I'm just going to close points number 4 before I forget all about them. So we'll just pan back around to the controls here. So ideally that's still in the memory. It's not number 4 because I was using 25, wasn't I? So let's open 25 because we're going to get the Class 29 out in a moment. And then we'll reselect 4, close. That's just a memory thing, perhaps. So there I've got a couple of the other wagons I have of these. Sorry, a couple more of these I have, shall we say. So one of them's boxed. Let's have a glance at that. So there we've got R.688A, and I think A meant that it had white rimmed wheels, so it's probably early 70s. So China clay wagon, Bowaters. So it's a fairly nice box. Let's have a look at the other side there. So really great bold graphics on the back of there. We'll just pop that down. And there's another one here. I mentioned that I did have others, and some of them have got damaged ladders or missing ladders. There we go, that one's definitely missing a ladder on the one side. It's got some heavy marking on it. And I have replaced a number of these stickers. Some are original, not many original, and I've just made reproductions. You see, I got this one along with this one. They came as one lot as an eBay purchase, and you can see that they do have the same embellishments on them. So whilst this one, I don't think I'll be able to get this one out of the packet one-handed, or maybe we will. Let's have a look. I'm just going to widen the camera a little as well, because I realise we're in quite tight from having a look on the railway. So let's see if I can encourage this one out of the packet. There we go. You can see it, not polystyrene, the vac form tray in bright yellow plastic is destined for a number of other models as well, so it fits a few items. I think this possibly shares its chassis with the grain wagons, which we already have out on the railway. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that may well be the same chassis. Let's just have a look, see if it's a similar thing. Yes, I think that chassis is going to be very, very similar, if not the same. Let's just pop that off and have a look. Yeah, I think that's the same chassis, minus the embellishments, of course. Let's just pop that back on there. Sorry, I'm not pointing where the action's happening. We'll just grab that one again. See, somebody's had a sticker on there. So this one has the plastic wheels and axles all moulded as one. Got the white rims on it. So let's just pop that down there. And then I have a couple with the blue ladders, the one out of the box, and then this one. I'm not sure which came first, the blue ones or the white ladders, although in this 69 catalogue here, when we look here, we look at this image, it has blue ladders, so this is new for 1969. Bowaters, China Clay Slurry Wagon. So they're very bold colours. If you look at the other wagons on the show that year, it really is quite a bold colour, although it is quite muted in the catalogue, isn't it? So I think we'll get these on the railway, and we'll get that Class 29 and we'll give it a run round. So there we've got metal axles and the sort of normalish trying wheels, rather deep flanges on that one. So let's have a look on here. I can widen that camera just a little more. There we go. So let's roll that one back. Let's roll the Class 29 forward. I've got that on the handheld, he said, hopefully. There we go. So let's pop this one on and look at the coupling on there. That's taken a bit of a squeeze at some point, hasn't it? Some over-enthusiastic coupling, perhaps. Let's have them all the same way around, perhaps. There we go. Let's couple that up there. So let's get a couple more on here. So let's grab the other two. I'll try not to pan around too quickly. So I forgot to point out the one that I got last week, or was it 2 weeks ago now? I can't remember. We're the very last day. I think we're the 30th of June today, so maybe it's 2 weeks ago. That model railway show. That's the one I got from the show, and let's see if we can just get in tighter on it. You see, I've replaced the numbered stickers on there, so they're just inkjet prints. I just copied one of the original ones quite some time ago and made up some replacements. I already had them printed, really, so I just had to knife them out of the sheet already. You just have a look at the insert picture there. I printed some out in slightly different shades to try and get the match, and I think the darker ones are the better ones. So we'll get that one more on there. So we'll turn that around. So I think that's probably an original on the end there. It looks to have been glued in with quite heavy glue, that one. And I think that there is another original one on one of them, and it's split. It's across the join in the wagon. That was the other thing. The picture in the catalogue. Let's have a look. It does sort of implies that there are bands running around the tank, whereas there is none of that detail on the model itself. Looks much shorter as well, doesn't it, in the catalogue? I'm not sure if I already said that. So let's give this a go on the track. I apologise about the noise in the background. This is quite early on the 30th and it sounds like the bin men are in the street outside at the moment. There we go. So let me just widen this. We'll see if we can give this a bit of a run round. So we need to open 25 and number 4 again. I should have left number 4 open, so we'll just switch back round to the control pad. So 25. Oh, let me get that again. 25. Wrong direction. There we go. I already had that open. I've already opened it, haven't I? I must have done that. Very short memory, but we haven't done number 4. No wonder it was making the wrong noise. Number 4. That's the noise I'm looking for. So let's bring this out onto the main line and give it a bit of a run. So we'll give it a little power. Slight hesitation on that curved point. Let's just stop that there. And I'm going to close number 4 because I'm going to forget. I know I'm going to forget. So number 4, set back to the main route. Let's give that some more power and we'll just tighten up the shot a little bit, I think. There we go. I think I'm seeing some sparks coming from that motor. Let's bring this around. Let's just pause that there and have a quick look. So it's a freshly installed module in here. Well, the module wasn't fresh, but it's freshly installed in the locomotive. No, I'm not seeing any sparking coming from there, so maybe it's just a bit of random dirt like you get on the tracks, perhaps. It seems to be reacting quite nicely on the controller. So let's see if I can get a little bit further over here. Got a nice express freight speed here coming around the curve. Can't quite catch up with that. We'll just calm that down for one more run round there. They are quite bright, aren't they? They're very bold colour compared to the other wagons and things on the railway. There we go. I think we'll just stop that there for a moment, and perhaps we'll just we'll bring the class 29 down onto the line as well. So let's get some power on there. So I can't remember. Sorry, not the class 29, the class 31. So yeah, that's number 10. So we'll put that on this controller. So locomotive 10, enter. So I think probably that needs to run forward. So let's grab a little power on here. So I'm going to have to stop that about there before we run through the points which are set against her. So let's Let's see if we can remember which points they are. Let's just double check. So that's point number 2. So class 31's sitting about there now, so we'll open that out. So number 2, open. And then we'll pick up the, actually it's on the main controller, isn't it? I don't think we'll be able to see that come through the points from here, but let's give that a go. And then we'll have to remember to stop this before it runs into the back of the China clay train. There we go, we'll stop it just before that guards van that we haven't mentioned there. So that's the guards brake van. I think that'll be R.688 perhaps. Could have been R.688 as well, or R.688A. Number of catalogue numbers on there. So I think what we should do is see if we can bring this clay train, or China clay train, we'll bring that onto the inside line. So let's bring it around to the points in the far distance. So I know this is all very crude control, but it still does make you smile when one train stands still and you can move the other one on the same line. So let's stop that there. I think I've got that just before the points. So I want number 1 and 6. So let's get number 1, open, and 6, open. I use those ones a lot. So that will allow me to run from the outside and through number 6 onto the blue line there. So let's watch that in action. Again, just playing with trains. There we go. So I think that's probably about it for this week. A bit shorter than usual, but thanks again for watching. If you look back again next time, we'll see if we can have something else from the range to look at. Goodbye now.